For months and months and months, I have been seeing people talk about the affordability issue, basically working and still not feeling like you're doing enough, or working just to pay bills and make do. So, um, let's get into these videos that I have here, where some people are talking about their own um, particular experience in this economy.
You got debt until you're 50. If you don't go to college, you don't make enough money. People are fucking tired, man. I was talking to a friend. He's like, I don't even care about getting a paycheck anymore because it's like a slap in the face. You get your fucking paycheck and it's gone the same day, usually gone within an hour. And the minute you pay the bills, but they're already late, then you get an email saying your other bill's ready to be viewed. I couldn't afford the first bill. Now electric's gonna go up, interest rates are going up, energy's going up. Most people don't even want to fucking be here anymore. You wonder why people go to the doctor for mental health problems.
And I think mental health is a big thing also, because a lot of people feel this way and are going through these same things at work, where bills are backed up, or you have to pay this bill and then you have another bill, and it feels like you can't save. So this all messes with your mental health. It really does. So knowing this, and figuring out, or trying to figure out how you're going to take care of it, is a big thing, and it does affect your mental. I've seen so many people say that. So
You wonder why people are breaking down. Why people go to work and snap, flip out, start screaming at their bosses, and get fired. Why? Because people are at the end of the rope. They can't fucking take it anymore. How much more can you take? What are we going to do about it? Is this just the way it is? I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't think anybody fucking does. But does anybody have a solution? Is there anything we can do to change this? That's the hard part. No matter how much you work, it ain't a fucking enough. The problem is, and I thought about this today, we don't make enough money. There's not.
And not making enough money, is the theme song. Like everything went up. Healthcare is in question now. If it's going to be raised, working, the minimum wage everywhere is like below what the cost of living is. How do you expect people to live off of a salary that is below the cost of living? I know if you live in Connecticut, New York, or California, those are where the most it's the highest cost of living in these particular states, three of the highest states in the country. So and things are really high. And for the cost of everything to skyrocket and goes up, it just gives no outlook on what is what's going to happen with the wage, and how people are going to actually be able to do things.
Enough money to pay everything and have a penny left over. You're always fucking negative. And what are we going to do about it? I need somebody to tell me, because I don't know anymore.
Yeah, and yeah, a lot of people just don't even really people don't have a outlook on things right now. What I'm noticing is that people are really, really living day to day, and not looking so much for long term, because of what they have to deal with. You have to live for today, and I just feel like that's what people are doing, living for today, instead of actually um thinking about long term. People
Everyone's been
used
talking
to
about
people used to plan vacations and things, and really look forward to it at a certain time and really be able to start something. Housing, they just introduced the 50-year mortgage. um, that's going to be um that's something else, because that gives you an outlook on what are we doing, what's going on, why do we need 50 years now instead of 30 years to pay off our mortgage while we are old.
So I know how everyone's been talking about how they can't find a job. Some people have been unemployed for like, I think the longest I've heard is a year. But like 6 months, 9 months. I've been unemployed for, what's this one? Almost 4 months now. Homegirl's been unemployed a little bit longer than me. But what, like, I know this is like a right now problem, but what about in the near future when we still can't find jobs and we start losing houses and cars and, can't afford food? Like, I know people have support systems, but a lot of people don't. What is going to happen in the near future, or just in the future in general? Like, what is going to happen? It's scary when you think about it. Like, it's hard to find a job. Like, this economy is terrible.
And why is it so hard? I see so many people who have degrees, and it's a sad thing to go to school all this time, 4 years, get a bachelor's degree, and come out and not have a job. Now, as far as me, I know a lot of people who I went to school with, and they're not working in the field that we, got our degrees in. They're working in other fields. And it's like this has been happening, but now it seems that you can't even find a job in the specific field that even which is sad, that even makes you get a salary that is equivalent to what your degree is supposed to make for having that particular education and going to school all that time. Who wants to go to school for all this time and actually be working with people that didn't go to school? Like, it defeats the whole purpose at that point for having a college degree. Now, college is a good thing, but if you can't get the job that you need, and if you're working with people who are have less credentials and don't even have degrees, then what is it all about? Like, what is the system is flawed? Like, there's something that is going on, or may not be right. And so people right now are really like stressed because you did all this work, because school is work. School is a lot to deal with. School is you have to be disciplined, right, to get your degrees. But then you can't find a job when you come out, and then you have to basically have a job of trying to find a job. And then a lot of people just give up and just take whatever job they can get just to get the job. And it's like, wow, what is why can't I get the job in the field? And it's, and now later on it's even it's even worse, you can say, because people are not even hiring nowhere near the field that you're looking for, or people are getting laid off. So it's so many things with the job market.
But what happens when we start getting the eviction notices? What happens when you start getting the, notifications that your car is up for repossession? What's going to happen if you can't feed your child and the child goes to school and says something about being hungry? Like, it's very scary. And this got to the point, like, I've been applying literally everywhere. Like, when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Like, every state. Like, it has gotten to that point where it's just like, you know what? If I can find a good job, a good paying job, and I actually get hired, not just I get a couple of, interviews, go to, have 2-3 interviews, and then I hear nothing from them. But if I can get a good paying job, I don't give a damn where it is. At this point, that's where I'm gonna be. Like, but yeah, it's just, we are living in scary times. Like, it's terrible. It's this close from becoming a stripper, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna take that road just yet. However, hear me out. However, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do something strange for a little piece of change. This is stressful.
Wow. So, this is the reality of what's going on. It's really the reality that people are, just doubting whatever they thought, was going to happen, into trying to make it, just to try to make it into whatever they possibly can, because it's like now, times are really, things are happening unexpectedly, and this is not anything that you have basically thought of. It's surprising to see that, after planning or thinking that you're planning, this is exactly what's happening, and how damaging um this could be when you think about what you're doing, and what you have to do. So
it's just like, oh my gosh, when is it all going to end? Like, y'all, it's so bad to the point where even though you work, you more than likely can't even eat every day. Not even 3 times a day. Me, none. Yet they expect us to keep working with a smile on our face. Fuck all of that. I be seeing why people don't fucking want to work. They pay us a little bit of money, but make everything fucking expensive. I'll be damned if I'm putting my life on the line for $14, $15. And then the whole time, your ass can get hurt or die at the fucking job you're at. So now you done fucking wasted your whole life being a hard worker to a company that don't give a fuck about what you got going on. Don't give a fuck that you don't have nowhere to go. Just don't give a good goddamn. And certain people will never understand the frustration. You guys will never understand unless you're going through it. There is no reason why hard workers can't afford to eat, can't afford to live, can't afford to pay rent. It is so much. And I just wanted to let everybody out there know, okay? If you are deciding to bring your ass to America.
So people are really at their breaking point. Like, you can hear it, hear the frustration, and she's really letting everything out. And this is what a lot of people are actually thinking about, in America right now, because there's so much that is out of your control, but it's, you can't, what can you do? It's out of your control to, be, living this way, because no matter what, you're trying and trying, and it's just not really going to happen that way. It's not going to be, the whatever, you're going to have to work harder than what you expected to actually even get, your head above water. So I can hear the frustration, and, I understand it. I get it.
Hold on, y'all. Stay the fuck over there. Do not come over here. Please. I beg of you. This shit sucks. All prayers to all my Americans, all my USA motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, my cousins, all that. We gotta figure something out, because this ain't gonna work for me.
So TikTokers are actually, people on TikTok, are definitely telling, how they feel. And, it's actually what most people are feeling and what most people are going through. And some people won't even say it, but this is real, and people, are living through this. And, you can't deny it, that this is, what America is today. So, subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Let me know what you think about this video. And yeah, I will definitely see you in the next video.